wanted to take a quick minute to not really talk about this piece, but talk about peace offerings that I do, which are basically like art drops. But I'm going to talk a little bit about this piece. I'll read this thing back here, get into some stuff. It's been a while since I've talked about some work or done a video, but again, this isn't really about the work, but in a way, it kind of is. But you'll see in a minute. I'm going to read the back. So if you don't know about my peace offerings, I like hashtag it with like FK peace offering. Peace, not like peace and love, but like PIECE, a piece of something, a piece of art, an art piece. A piece of pie. Let's just say all the different kinds of piece that we can use with that spelling. This piece is called Art as Universal Sacrament, which ties into why it's a peace offering, and the reason for this whole video, just to like discuss why I do this art practice of dropping stuff in public. So this kind of explains it in a really succinct way. I need to make it like half the size because that's like, I need to make it smaller because sometimes the pieces are like 4x6 and that takes up a lot of room on the back, and I need that room for titles and whatever else. It reads, I used to make unwanted public art without permission. With this project, I leave art in a public space and hope someone takes it to enjoy in their private space. Part of my mission is to make art accessible, and public art does this. But I want someone to be able to have a relationship with these pieces in their private space as well. This isn't meant to be litter. These pieces are meant to be taken out of this public environment. Hashtag FK Peace Offering. Now, the funny thing about the hashtag is that Instagram has been phasing that out. As a creator, I guess you used to be able to have, like, if you're making a post, 20 hashtags. Now it's, was it 3 or 5? I think it's 5. But it's 3 or 5. It's, like, an incredibly, like, low amount now. And the way that, like, because people don't look up hashtags anymore, but it's kind of a chicken and the egg thing, too. The rough thing is, if you were to search up, or when I search up FK Peace Offering as a hashtag, it says there's fewer than 100. So it doesn't show you any. It doesn't show you any of the pieces that I've dropped over the course of the past, how many years I've been doing this, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't really know. I know it was like after I moved to Lethbridge, so sometime in the past like 10 years, or 9. But anyway, yeah, so it doesn't show you that. So until I drop over 100 pieces and use that hashtag, I guess no one can see the ones that I've done. It's kind of silly. But anyway, I thought I would make this just to like let people know what this project is about, why I do this, what the drops are about. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, I don't think I have to delve too much more into that. Yeah, I used to, vandalize stuff and do graffiti and leave public art permanently and whatever in these spaces. And over the course of time, I want people to engage with art. I love public art, but I want people to engage with art privately as well. But I want to make that art accessible. And that kind of means making it free. It kind of means putting it in random places that maybe people won't engage with artwork. Like leaving it in a gallery would seem weird because people are going there to see art already. So I try to leave it in other places where people can stumble upon it. Sometimes really public, sometimes a little more, like it's still public, or I should say sometimes it's very well trafficked and other times not so much. This one, so today's Friday, but this is going to get dropped, sorry, today is Thursday. This is going to get dropped on Friday. You are going to see this on Friday at the soonest. I'm not going to post it until Friday. But yeah, so this is going out today. And the title, Art as Universal Sacrament. I think that it is incredibly important for human development and relationships, especially relationship with self, to engage with art, to have a reflective practice. And I think that artwork can hold up a mirror of our times, of culture, and all these things. I think as just not a creator, but like I was a fan first, right? And I think that it's incredibly important to engage with art in whatever that means. Checking out graffiti on trains or in the city, or watching a really good film or any film. Well, not any film, but like ballet, dance, whatever. Like all these different types of artwork. Reading a book, like they're all things that can generate a really healthy life and human practice of engaging with yourself and exploring your own relationship with yourself. And you can do that by engaging with art and exploring your relationship with art and questioning why you're having this response to this piece of artwork, and having those conversations with others. But again, important to have those conversations with yourself. So I think that's what artwork can do, and the power that art can have. And so I think that making accessible work making work accessible, making artwork accessible. Not about making the artwork itself accessible, because I really like challenging work. What I mean by that, because I really have to clarify, is like not making safe work, but making work that people can see in other places than they would normally see visual art, like in galleries and cafes. And now we've got a ton of murals, which is great too. But I wanted to make it accessible to have a longer relationship with that piece in your private space, because I think that can be really important. So that's just kind of explaining this piece. Again, partaking of the sacrament of art, which I think is incredibly important for people to do. And I want to contribute to making, I mean, that's a value of mine. So I want to contribute to making that accessible for as many people as possible, within my power and within my ability to do so. And this is one of the ways that I do that, by doing a peace offering from me to whoever grabs this piece in a few hours. So that's that. Art as Universal Sacrament. The title is a little bit layered. It definitely is not just about what I spoke about, but that title came from that right there. And that's all I'm going to say about it right now. And this piece hopefully will have been picked up by the time you see this. Because again, it's Thursday, dropping it off today, and posting this tomorrow on Friday. Peace to you.